What is going on, guys? We are back for another DSP video, and today we see an appearance from Keemstar, who apologizes to DSP. Muta pulls out of the co-op and nukes his Twitter. DSP uncovers a secret Detractor's Discord, and much more. But we start, as usual, DSP is spending more money. And he's back. They're spending money in WWE Champions. And it appears DSP has got Naomi. You're married, stupid. As our good friend TJ Gamebox puts out, in order to get Naomi, you had to purchase a few packs totaling $200. Or somehow do a god roll, but I can safely assume DSP spent the $200. Now keep in mind, with all these fan donated items and all the stuff he's buying off of Amazon, after all that's done and he's bought all his stuff, I expect this WWE Champion spending to go up yet again. Then I put this out. I've noticed the vortex is getting closer and closer to me. Mutahur is in Toronto. Jay Hoof is in Ontario. DERICH is in Toronto. Kino Casino is Ontario. Who's next? Ricky Berwick? And guys, you know what's close to Toronto is Niagara Falls. And you know what American City is on the other side of Niagara Falls? It's Buffalo, New York. And I wonder who in Buffalo, New York could be added to the DSP verse this time. And looky here, we have Keemstar, who's from Buffalo, New York. So Keem puts out an apology, a backhanded apology where he says he's still a loser and still stuck on level 1. But he apologizes because apparently Kino Casino is trying to do to DSP what he's doing to Wings and Boogie, the redemption arc. I'm sure Boogie's redemption is lying about cancer, getting a fake tattoo, and drinking piss out of a bottle. What a great redemption there. And keep this in mind, as DSP puts this out, should I respond to this? You know he's going to. He's all about the drama now, and Keemstar is able to clap back though if Phil says something out of line though.
Dear Dark Side Phil, DSP, I owe you an apology. I do. Last night, I was just being a hater, and worse than that, I was being hypocritical. For those of you that don't know the context, we were watching a Review Tech USA exposed documentary last night. There was this section that came up between DSP and Review Tech USA, and my chat was spamming DSP is king because he's having a redemption arc right now because of the casino. And I basically said something along the lines of, you guys can all have this little troll that he's king, but that guy's still a loser and he's going to remain a loser. He's always going to be on level 1, And this morning I woke up thinking about that and I'm like, I am just being a fucking hater. I'm just being a hater. But more than that, I'm being hypocritical. What is LOLCOW Live, right? Part of it is redemption arc for Wings and Boogie. You know what I mean? So why am I hating on someone else having a redemption arc moment? That didn't sit right with me. So I owe you an apology, Dark Side Phil. I may think in my head that you're not going to take advantage of this opportunity and you're going to end up right where you are, but I shouldn't hope that. I shouldn't put that energy out there, right? So yeah, I know we have our differences and whatnot, but I was wrong to shit on you last night and shit on the moment that you're having, and I apologize.
Can you imagine the 4D chess move that's going on here if this does happen and DSP happens to be on LOLCOW Live? Because the whole drama started when he turned down that $50K offer and declared he would never be on LOLCOW Live. Now Casino has his ego boosted up. Mutahur, who's a guest on Keem's podcast, is friends with Keem, is willing to work with DSP. Are they slowly pushing him towards that as the ultimate gotcha moment? Probably not, but it'd be funny if it was. Then we see Keem, Andy, and Triple P chasing Phil, the prize pig. And then Teo, as DSP said, DSP definitely will act like he will own Keem. But never forget, DSP asked for help and was panicking, considering getting a restraining order over Keem simply talking to him. What he's referring to here is when the $50K offer happened, DSP turned it down, and Keem said, DSP, you are now fired from the podcast. And DSP went on a rant saying how he's never been part of the podcast, and then Keem declared he was going to interview DSP's family and friends, his supporters, and get the true story. Then DSP put out a video saying, the internet, please help me, I need your help. Where he talked about how this is getting sick, he's trying to date me basically. I might have to get a restraining order against him. I don't want to be part of the drama, I'm not Mr. Drama. And then Coapside Phil sent a gif of Hulk Hogan ripping his shirt open, and DSP responds, I just hope you all appreciate how much I enjoy getting responses like this. So that's him saying it's okay to send him these things. Because every pulled Hogan I get is just a big L to all those who have shit on me in the last decade. Did he just admit WWE champions yet again? And dumb people don't even get the joke. Yeah, the joke that I begged for money to save my house so I didn't lose it. I begged for money for grocery money and pay my bills. And if I don't get paid and I don't get this money, I'm pretty effed, as Phil would say. But at the same time, getting all that money, scamming his audience, and putting into WWE champions, that's a big L for us, dudes. No, Phil. Being a middle-aged man who doesn't go outside, has a crippling alcoholic and gambling addiction, that isn't a loveless marriage, that is the joke of the internet, despite what all these trolls are saying. Someone who looks like a melted candle, and is stuck in the past, even created an entire channel just to watch himself and relive his past. Just like Uncle Rico in Napoleon Dynamite, except Uncle Rico is actually likable and talented. But then again, it's not a loss on us, Phil, as detractors. It's a loss on your dents, the people that give you money. See, we don't give you money, we just sit back and we laugh at you, Phil. When you look at Slayer and OIC and all these other people that give you their wallets, that their bank accounts, whatever, and they spend all this money for you to turn around and put it in WWE Champions or DoorDash or whatever, that's them losing money, not us. See, I just sit back, I laugh at this because I know no matter how much money you get coming in, you'll never keep it. You'll never save for the future. And when all this dies down and all the positivity is gone and you're back to your usual begging ways, you'll be back to be asking, guys, I gotta pay my bills. Guys, I need money for a day out with my wife. And it will be all your fault, Phil, that you didn't save money. Just like the Vestreak, over $20,000, and you didn't save one single penny from it. But of course, we're the ones that are taking the L's here. Then he goes on to say, I pulled so many, brother. And then the co-op of Keto Casino and Mutahur was scheduled for the next day. But then what happened is, it appeared that Mutahur might not be able to make it.
So I know you guys are wondering, you're probably saying, well, what are you doing tonight? Let me see if these guys responded at all. Hold on. Yeah. But they're apologizing profusely, because obviously they're the ones who set this whole thing up tonight. And the fact that Mutahur can't make it now obviously throws a huge monkey wrench into it. He's just going to talk to Andy and try to figure out what's best. So, I don't know. I don't know what to say, guys. You know, I would hope that we could still stream and play the game tonight. I'm good to go. I'm ready to go and play it. You know what I mean? So I guess we'll see. I will say this, all right? Tonight, if I'm not playing with those guys, I'm not just going to not stream. You know what I mean? I'll stream something tonight. I don't know what it would be. It could be more Black with Wukong, right? Let's leave it at this. No matter what, I'm streaming tonight. Okay? It's just a matter of what. Am I doing the co-op with these guys or not? If I'm not, then I can easily come back and play more Black with Wukong. All right? So let's leave it at that. I'll basically leave everything set, and I'll tweet about this too. I'm going to tell him as well. Okay, so I'm going to tell, my audience that I am going to stream tonight, no matter what. If you decide to still do the great. If not, I'll just fall back on more Black Myth Wukong, which came out today. And I'm sure nobody will complain. If that's the case, can schedule or whatever we choose next. So let me know. There you go. By the way, they're devastated too. They're like, this was going to be a huge stream for all of us. It wasn't just going to be for me. It was for them too. You know, it was going to be a big event. And now they're disappointed that this happened. So All right. So tonight I'm streaming no matter what. I'm streaming, I don't know. It may be co-op with these guys. It may be more Black Myth Wukong. I'll have to let you know as I find out. I'll hear back from them. But as of now...
Then Muta officially pulled out of the co-op with Kino Casino and Phil. Then DSP went on to say maybe him and Kino Casino can have a threesome together in the game. But Kino didn't want that. They didn't want to play with Phil. And before this, Phil said if it didn't work out, he would go on Kino Casino as a guest. But apparently, Kino said no, we don't want to do it. We got our own show lined up. So he got rejected by Muta, rejected by Kino. So he then goes on the stream Wukong and possibly doing an unboxing for his new digital picture frames. He looks dejected and sad at the end of the stream. I need my boyfriends. Then guess what, guys? Apparently out of nowhere, Mutahur's Twitter is gone. No reason, nothing said, it's just gone. And the king has to respond to this. Just to clear the air, everyone just noticed that Mutahur's Twitter is gone. This one day after canceling on our collab, no, I have absolutely no idea what is going on. I DM'd him earlier today to wish him well and got no response. I'm as clueless as everyone else here. Now keep in mind he DM'd him, but his Twitter is gone. I wonder why he didn't get back to you, Phil. And we have In and Otter Place. Well, if his Twitter is disabled, you're not going to get a response from DMing him, are you? Not sure why you have to clear the air about this. That's a very strange comment. Also, you're more clueless than everyone else, in my opinion. And then we have Chris Boers, who I didn't expect to make an appearance on this channel, who's the irate gamer. Is Ordinary Gamers, Mutahur's account, another victim of the Sonic Chew Chris Chan curse? He put it on and mocked it. The revenge energy is high. Arrgh. And we see Mutahur with the Sonic Chew medallion on. Then we see Darkseid of Flow. Please, Mr. Mutahur, sir, can you DM me back? My YouTube check is already running out because I pre-spent all the money thinking that I would make even more money when we did our collab stream together. Please, pretty please, Mr. Mutahur, I need that money. I really do, to pull Hogan's. Then we have Dick Stroke and Phil Vlogs. So guys, Mutahur has left Twitter. No, it's not because of me. My fuckhead detractors must have bullied him off the internet or something. Please, can we hit the King's task goal in honor of Mutahur today? Then apparently Mutahur uploaded a video. His hair is messy. He doesn't seem all there. Could it be the Sonic Chew medallion or the Pig Roach toxicity? Imagine the medallion and toxicity mixing together. What a connection that would be.
So realistically, it was like, if you do the cost-benefit analysis, using something like X doesn't really give you any benefit other than you wasting time and basically reading things that I would say aren't really good for your mental health in the long term.
Then we have a tweet from his wife. He's fine. Everything is fine. If you have more questions, reach out to him on Discord. Don't send me 100 messages. It's not that deep. And then we have this message from Discord. I just removed Twitter because I've slowly stopped using it. Nothing more than that. Then he goes into the real reason. Most of the feed became highly racist shit that really grew tiring to read. A lot of anti-Indian stuff. And then, in another example of DSP doing things for Kino viewers but not his core audience. In the past, if someone wanted him to react or watch a video or a trailer, he would say, oh, suggested for DSP versus the internet, give me money. And if people kept asking him, he would ban them on site. But now, for the Kino viewers, he's pulling up videos during the pre-stream for free and reacting. Then a thought by Narcside Phil. I wonder if XXXL and Andy W gave their dens a heads up that they are now on the hook for giving DSP money 12 times a week. Get fucked. Then DSP got a $100 tip, and guess what, guys? Now for a $100 tip, he will dance on stream for you.
Oh, I'm loving life. The king is loving life because we are felting detractors, felting detractors, having fun, playing games. Life will never be the same for the losers on the super secret Discord server. Oh yeah, fuck your mothers, fuck your mother. Very nice.
Now it's funny when DSP says, when I get a tip, when I go through PayPal, I don't see any of your information. I don't know who it is. So this is an example from a year or two ago. Snorlax King was a person who tipped Phil, and guess what? He decided to do some chargebacks because he was tired. He found out who the real Phil was. And guess what happened, guys? DSP took his email and started messaging him. And he put it in here, October 16th. Hey, so I hate to do this, but I have to reach out to you today and ask what's going on. You've stopped showing up to my streams as of last weekend during the Street Fighter 6 beta. And now I'm getting supposed chargebacks from you on PayPal. FYI, the chargebacks are shown as not authorized, meaning this is outright fraud. You have obviously authorized the charges as you have large detailed messages attached to them. I fulfilled my end of the contract by counting these contributions and shouting them out. And you know this, as you've enjoyed the content and actively participated in it. It's incredibly disturbing and alarming that you'd act like this, if this is indeed you. I'd like to know what's going on before I respond to these chargebacks, because maybe it's just a misunderstanding or something, or maybe something else is going on. But you are committing a crime with these and could get in serious trouble with your financial institution if you lie about these being unauthorized, so I hope this is nonsense. So this is an example of Phil taking people's information he gets from PayPal and harassing them and trying to intimidate them. And they went back and forth, and then Snorlax King sent one last super chat, which if you're done with Phil, don't send him any more money. I'm embarrassed about how I let myself be manipulated by you. I get sick, there's a few accidental chargebacks, and you're threatening me legally via email. Buyer and viewer beware. Phil didn't change. Goodbye. Then DSP went to alienate and crap on his core audience, the audience he had before Kino Casino, and he says he is glad he finally has an audience that respects him and makes him feel good. So I guess, F all those core people from a month ago, lol. Then DSP decided to get a digital frame, and in these videos, he's going to explain the purpose and why he got it.
Alrighty folks, today is my final consecutive streaming day of the week. Okay, today is Wednesday, the 21st of August, 2024. What a week it's been. I'm DSP, of course. If you're not here to see the Level 1 podcast with me hosting, you're in the wrong place. But take a hike. So first off, yesterday something arrived live during my streams. This guy. This is the Duboom Kitsu 64. It is a fully customizable, fully programmable 64 by 64 pixel digital frame. As you can see, it's pretty darn cool. Now, when it arrived, I was very frustrated with it. And the reason I was frustrated with it was because I didn't understand what it was or how it worked, okay? I was under the impression that this was the kind of device that you could program in to have, say, text running across it or stuff like that. And I'm not saying that it can't do that, but that's actually not where it shines or what it's really intended to be used for. This digital frame is meant to do what you're seeing here. Essentially be a slideshow of interesting stuff that you can play in the background when you're doing a podcast, when you're doing a show. That's really what it's meant to be. You can even have different things saying on it, check out the show on blah blah blah, and then all kinds of stuff. But essentially, I thought that what it was supposed to be was you could set up almost like a PowerPoint, right? You could have text going here and there and everywhere. And that's really not the case. I tried doing it. I was so frustrated yesterday. The way it works is you plug it in via USB adapter, and then basically you sync it wirelessly with an app on your phone, and you use that app to control it, and you could do all kinds of things with it. In fact, really where this frame shines is not doing what it's doing right now, which is basically playing and logos of my show, but it actually shines because there are thousands of artists and creators across the globe who create content for it and upload it to the server, and you could just download it and put it on your frame. So for example, coming up with Halloween and Christmas, I can have this thing themed to those holidays and have cool displays of animations and stuff that people made for the holidays. I could have added for 4th of July too, if I had to set up at that point, but I didn't have it, right? So, it's really neat, and it's meant to be kind of a slideshow, okay? It's really not more than that, and that's where really I was misunderstanding its use. I thought it would actually be able to have scrolling text and all kinds of stuff. Not really, okay? But I'm definitely excited use this thing. Last night when I first got it, I used it with an app that basically showed your YouTube stats, and it was showing stats for DSP Gaming, a DSP Reacts, and DSP Throwback, my 3 channels. So that was really neat to have it show that. But I really want it to be pertinent to the show that I'm doing. For example, today, when we play Black Myth Wukong, I am going to have it show this. Hold on, I'm just gonna cycle through it. I think. Here we go. See that? Black Myth Wukong. It's pixelated and you can't really read the text, but that's what it says, Black Myth Wukong, and you can basically alternate between different frames. So it could be me, it could be the games that I'm playing, alternated in the frame, which is pretty cool. Okay? And so I can have a theme, see? I can have a theme to each game that I play. How cool is that? Now, how does it work? You get a bunch of shit in your phone. Like, it's really meant to be a phone-based thing. I know it sounds weird, but it is. It's meant to be like a phone-based application. You have to take pictures of what you watch. So last night I was screen capping Black Myth Wukong logos and art to put it in here so that I could have a Black Myth Wukong themed thing running when I'm playing Black Myth Wukong. And it's good. I mean, it's not perfect. For sure, there's limitations, and I wish that it was a little bit better, especially for the price, because it's actually over $100. But for what it is, it's pretty neat, I feel. I'm still messing with it. Like, for example, I'm trying to mess with this white balance. It still looks to me like it's way too blue. And I feel like if I remove more blue, see, I removed more blue. And now it actually looks even better, doesn't it? I think it's just, it overexposes with blue. Oh my god, it looks way better. I removed a ton of the blue. And every time I do, it looks better. Look at that. So if I keep tweaking it, alright, little tweaks here or there, it's gonna look better and better. And I'm gonna add more stuff to it. This is just the base thing for now. But I will mess with it and try to do different setups for different games and different situations and things. And it should pop and look better over time. And for holidays, I'll have a theme, so it's gonna be part of the background. Now, every month, yeah, probably. I mean, it was expensive. I'd like to use it every month if I can.
You know what's really funny? You know who has a scrolling digital text? Is Triple P. Almost like he's trying to be exactly like Kino Casino. Valedictorian Caveman can't work any piece of technology he acquires for his 150k business a year. This is from Gamerface Gaming.
This fucking app sucks. The app they made for this thing is terrible. I have it. There's no button that says save. There's just a cancel button. There's no fucking save button. It won't save it. I have it set up for a gradient here. I like the gradient. This is what I want. But there's no way to save it. It doesn't even explain how you fucking save this gradient. This app is shit. It really is. Like, why did they make this app so bad? Yeah, there's purple. Here, instead of red, I'll make it like purple. But it's still not, it's not saving. It's not saving. I can't get it to work. Now, how the fuck do I get to save? I have a gradient. I'm trying to edit this gradient. And there's no save button anywhere on the screen. So how the fuck do I save your gradient, you dumb shit? Do I hit new layer? Nope, new layer is blank. But that's not it. None of this makes any sense. The thing is, it's a terrible app. And the thing is, I think that's how you run it. Like, the app is just garbage. It really is poorly made. Because it's not easy to figure out. Why would you have an app, no save button anywhere to save a change? I can't just save the change. Now I backed out of the screen. I don't even know how I did that. I have no idea how I just backed out of the screen. I didn't mean to. So I click on it again. Does anyone know? Has anyone ever used this thing? The Devoom Pixu Max or Devoom Pixu 64? Because it's literally terrible. It sucks because the device is good, but the app they give you to run it is complete trash. This works. I can change fonts. See, I can do that. The font will change, but I can't get it. I can't get it to like stick with any color changes or anything. It just doesn't work. I hit gradient. I'm on the fucking gradient fucking screen. Oh my god. This is so bad. I don't even know what to do. This sucks because I spent a lot of money on this. It just seems terrible. Like they fucked it up. They made an awful fucking app that some dunce made who probably doesn't speak English, to be honest, because they would understand the first thing you want is a save button for anything you do. And
Then DSP went on to say he doesn't know if he can use an external hard drive for extra game space with his new PC. Are you ready for this, guys? Even though he's not doing DS politics, he's gonna wait till after because he thinks things will settle down after the election. That is the biggest joke. No matter who wins, the other side will be angry. And Phil has decided to give his opinion on the presidential candidates.
One must be chosen, correct? Okay? Here's the deal. Don't vote on the person, because I think so many times these elections become about celebrity. Well, who do you like better? Who's the most likable person? Do you like Trump and his brash persona and his, say it like it is attitude? Or do you like Harris because of the things she said and done when she was vice president and the feel-good movement and the, women empowerment and things and all of that? What do you like, right? So don't vote on them and their personalities. You got to vote for who you feel you had a better life during their time in power, okay? If you feel like when Trump was the president for 4 years that your life was better, then vote for Trump. If you feel like while, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris were in power for the last 4 years, if your life was better, vote for them, okay? Don't vote on the individual, because at this point, there's not much we can do about it. I think both candidates are bad candidates, and we can't stop them from being the candidates because of the shitty-ass system that we have in this country. One of them will be president, okay? You gotta vote for your best interest. You gotta vote for who you think ran the country better and what the country... The good news is, this isn't two newcomers where we don't know. We've had them both in power. So you can choose from actual history. Was this better for you or was this better for you? Okay? So that's what that's what you gotta vote on. Don't make it about individual person. Because the truth is, if it was based on that, on the individual person, everyone should just do a write-in for fucking Mickey Mouse or something, right? And let Mickey Mouse win the election. Because these people are not good candidates at all. They're terrible. Biden also was not a good candidate. You know what I'm saying? With his age, he's fucking getting, crazy, doesn't even know where he is with dementia and shit. None of these people are good candidates at all. So you got to do what's best from your own conscience based on how things were in the United States when they were in power. That's the best advice I can give anyone, and go from there, and you may not always, even have a good conscience about that decision, but you got to do something because this is the situation we have with the shitty two-party system. It's terrible. It's a terrible fucking system. We have no way to get a candidate who actually is a good candidate to be running for president. They have to be someone who's ultra powerful already, ultra rich already. That's the only way that someone could run for president. It's a fucking...
Then we have this from Meth Bear. So I made another account and told DSP a few days ago that his beloved wife's restraining order was published online. Not a peep, no block, zero outage, just guzzling nut from the Kino boys. He doesn't give a fuck about Cat, but we knew this already. Then we see Meth Bear. I only found your wife's restraining order because you exposed it on side scrollers for good boy points. Nobody would have known otherwise. You're a pathetic man and husband and wasted Leanna's time, you cum burping bitch. And shows off him going over the restraining order from Cat. Then DSP has a question about currency. Are euros more or less than US dollars? He doesn't know. And then people kept saying, the rug is gonna be pulled. They're gonna turn on you. Kino Casino, that is. And Phil believes that KC will not snake him. And that is the Detractor noise because we are so upset because things aren't going bad for him. And then we have this from Next Gen Guy. Phil can't help but get baited into talking about Kino rug pull and secret Discord for the second time during his podcast. Doesn't even know his wife's schedule, by the way. No Jasper today.
Cave teeth? Okay. Do you think detractors are delusional about you in the casino? They seem to think that they will snake you in the end. I already talked about that today. Rewind. At the beginning of the show, it was one of the earlier topics I talked about if you want the full opinion. But no, in my opinion, I don't think any of that's happening at all. I think that these people are insanely delusional. All they want is constant drama, and they're not getting it right now. Any drama is against them, you see. And that's the problem. They can't take that. They can't take criticism. They can't take it turned back on them. They've done it to me for 10 years, and now that it's happening to them, oh my God. Yesterday, the Secret Detractor Discord segment, they literally freaked out about it. Why? Why? It's not even a big deal, in my opinion. It was just me razzing them, like they've done every single day for 10 years, but they can't take it when I turn it back on them. This is the same situation. They're seeing me have success. We got newcomers here watching my content every day, coming by and supporting me. They can't handle it. They lose their minds over that. It's sad, but that's the situation in my opinion. But no, I don't think that I'm going to get snaked by anybody. Jade, no Jasper today. My wife is home today, so Jasper and her will be together today spending time, and he will not be in the office today, okay? In fact, I don't even know the next day when she works. It may be Friday, I'm not sure. If it's Friday, then he'll be in here Friday, but I'm not exactly sure. But we got him with us in spirit. We got him with us in spirit on the...
What kind of husband doesn't know when his wife's gonna work next? Oh, by the way, Jasper, you've been replaced by Digital Jasper. And then DSP went on to declare that since he has a new audience, the Kino Casino, that they might want to watch him replay Chrono Trigger for a third time. Then DSP going off and off about Vest Streak 2.0. And guys, this is gonna hit him harder when this ends, this streak. Harder than the first Vest Streak ending. And Trigger Point puts this out. Gonna be interesting when the money eventually dries up. And we have a video by Miel Blocked.
We smashed it again. I didn't even boot the game. And we have hit the support goals for the stream. That is the big 10 straight streams that we smashed the support goals. We are winning. We are living large. The detractors have been felted yet again. Doody can't take a shit because he's constipated. Tevin is crying. Memeology is seething. Everyone is pissed. And it's delicious. And I didn't even boot the game yet. Choke on it, detractors. Oh, and by the way, when you're sitting there on your secret discords today and you're planning your evil plots against me and you're clipping my content, be sure to clip the leaderboard that I smashed again before I even played a game. Be sure it's fully in the frame. Be men about it. Don't try to crop it out. Put it in there and show that I am successful and you...
Now keep that in mind, because he's about to say that he has no savings, but might invest in the future. He's a realist and thinks now, not about the future, so why bother? I wonder how this could go so wrong in the future, Phil.
You heard from Kino Casino, you gave me a chance, now you're really enjoying the stuff that I'm putting out and you're supporting it for the right reasons. But at the same time, as a side effect, if those guys are over there freaking out, crying and screaming and little babies about it, then that's a good thing too, right? Give them a taste of their own fucking medicine. So, again, it's karma. Anyway, following up, Okie Dokie says, will you invest some money in the stock market or real estate? Right now, I can't do anything. All right? I can't. Maybe long term, if there is potential because I'm making so much that I actually have savings again, which I haven't had in a very long time. Yes, maybe. Right now, that's something that's way down the road. You're talking if I stay on this level of making this much every day for like months and months and months, and then I could start putting it away. Yes, there's potential I could invest or do something like that. Right now, I'm certainly not in that situation yet. Why would I even start thinking about that? It's been like not even 2 weeks. This is stream number 10 that we're trying to hit the goal, right? 10 streams, not like 5 days. And we're talking about, gee, long-term investments. Now is not the time to speak of long-term investments, okay? Let's relax. Let's be more realist. I'm a realist, okay? I'm a realist. I don't jump ahead of myself when it comes to things. I just like to stay here in the now and focus on the now and make the stuff on the now work before I go crazy.
Then Phil found more crap in his closet to put in the background, amongst the other crap. And you'll never believe this, guys, so guess what? Phil finally learned how to save scenes in OBS. Only took him 10 plus years.
So here's the good news, right? First of all, I can get rid of this. We're not doing that. Look at this. I'm ready to go. This is my new setup. This is how I'm going to look on camera from now on when I'm doing gameplay and everything. Now, if you guys want me to shrink myself because you think I'm too big, we can do that. Watch. I can be as big as I want to be. I can be as small as I want to be. Whatever you guys think is a reasonable size, I can do. So you tell me as we start to play if you think this looks good or not, and if I need to be bigger or smaller. Another thing I can do is I can zoom in a little bit on myself. If you would rather see me closer, all right, let me know. This is the first playthrough I'm doing like this, so I want your input on this, okay? People want a new background for my PC desktop. I guess I'll have to look into one. I'll have to look into a new background. I haven't thought about that. Captain Based Pants did a $5 super chat and says,
And guess what, guys? You'll never believe this. DSP has exposed a secret super detractor Discord. And what was the name of this Discord? Oh, Secret Detractor Discord server. And not only that, the secret Discord is also a public Discord that anyone can join and is inactive for about 2 years. This man doesn't understand sarcasm, doesn't pick up on social cues, doesn't understand when people are sneak dissing him. This makes a whole lot sense because he's going to go on and say, how dare you have a Discord where you share memes and you watch videos together and you game together? How dare you have a life with other people? We have In Another Place, thousands of detractors, 43 members in the secret Discord. And then DSP went on to say, detractors are in shambles after talking about a dead Discord channel. I think the only one in shambles is the dude that sent it to him. Why didn't he mention that? Then we have Meow Blocked, simply says, this guy is crashing out hard, laugh my fucking ass off.
What else do we got? Oh, now we're getting into the good one. Now we're getting into the good stuff, right? First of all, we got the Crown Prince, or maybe I should call him the Clown Prince of Detractor hating on me. It's a Gundam. The guy who was so fucking desperate for attention that he basically begged Craig to be in somehow a part of my interview on Side Scrollers last year. And he got himself played at the end of the interview as like a celebrity question. And his question was so fucking bad. He couldn't even say it in a way that was intelligible that anyone understood. So we all just listened to it and we all just shook our heads and were like, yeah, whatever. And we moved right on. I didn't even answer the question. It was just so dumb. The guy sounds like, straight up like Yucko the Clown off the Howard Stern show. He's literally not added an intelligent thought to the planet since he was born. He's a fucking joke. He's a living joke, you know? And he thinks that it's I'm gonna sit on the fucking Dark Side Phil secret detractor Discord, right?
He then went on as well to yell and scream about memology and saying that memology should be kicked off YouTube for defamation and slander. Then we have that being said. Can anyone, literally anyone, explain what Philip is claiming is stupid here? I've eaten every color crayon I can and still can't understand this reaction at all.
The guy who purged it doesn't own it. We haven't spoken there in years. Why purge it? Why purge it? To fuck with people like you who think it's a gathering hub for even more slurs, even better. Then again, I'm on the active Tractor server. We share videos and memes, and we even game together. So this guy is saying, that wasn't even an active server anymore. We haven't done any of that stuff in years. Oh, by the way, we have an active server where we actively do this every single day. Ultimate self-felt, you fucking idiot. On the one hand, you say, we're not part of that server. That's all old, disbanded. No one cares about it anymore. Oh, yeah, we have an active one where we do this every day. You fucking moron. Could you be possibly any more stupid? I don't think so. I actually don't think it's possible. Let's see. This server's been public the 6 years I've been in it. There's thousands of tractors and sub 50 of us in that one. Be real. The reason I jumped in there for the first time in 6 years is because you were there. Dude, my moronic idiot. You literally admitted you're in another server. You're defending your action saying I only jumped in that server because I figured someone was in there talking about it. But you actively admitted you're in another one right here, you fucking degenerate moron. How can you be that stupid? Do you sit on your toilet with the lid down and shit? I mean, that's the level of stupidity here.
Then we have this from Poem Josh. The secret Discord continues to be used as some kind of gotcha. It's somehow secret, but also public. It's somehow making people run and putting people in shambles. Why are we not calling out current and used Discord, Philip? They're not hidden. And then we have this from Next Gen Guy. Phil acknowledges and refutes sending Discord informant. to the wolves and dumping him under the bus.
It completely wrong. The $10 super chat says, looking for the address login to the secret detractor server. I'm asking for a friend. Well, that'll be our next topic. Okay. That will be our next topic. Will be this secret detractor server discussion. So yesterday on this podcast, I covered the topic that apparently there's a secret detractor server. All right. And people, might say, well, wait a minute, Phil, why are you being so overdramatic? Why are you acting like it's some kind of a clandestine server, calling it that? No. I'm not exaggerating. That's the name of the server. They actually named it the secret detractor Discord server. Okay. And so I talked about it. We looked at it together because someone had screen capped it, what they had posted publicly on Twitter and stuff like that. Excuse me. Yeah, it's a line of discussion. I laugh because basically these people think that it's a good use of their time to sit on a server hating on me 24/7. I just want you to think about that it's literally a server just meant for hating on me 24/7. But anyway, I said my piece about it yesterday. So why am I talking about it again? Because essentially my coverage of it rattled the detractors so bad that they're like freaking out. A lot of them I've heard, first of all, that server got deleted. But I heard a lot of the others are rumbling, oh my God, who's the snake? Who's the one who talked about it? And who's the one who's exposing all of our detractor stuff to the internet? Because we don't want anyone to know about that. Right? They're like, oh, they're so shaken that someone actually talked to them and exposed the shit that they're doing behind the scenes. They can't handle it. And no exaggeration, I've heard people are getting threats now, all kinds of crazy shit. And it's like, again, you can only get away with this kind of toxic shit for a certain amount of time until karma comes back to bite you. Do you understand that? Like, it doesn't make any sense that you would be doing awful content, awful stuff on the internet, right? And you think that you're just going to get away with it endlessly. You're not. Karma will come back. And that's what people are now realizing. Oh, crap. All these things that people have done to Phil over the years is all coming back to bite them. And by the way, just to, again, reiterate this, I'm not doing any of this. I have not lifted a finger. Rich from Review Tech USA imploded by himself. Okay? Yesterday, when I'm talking on stream here, that's not even, that's not even me. Like, I have nothing to do with it. I'm just covering a story that someone linked me. I'm not even involved in it. I have nothing to do with it. These things are just happening all around themselves. You know what I'm saying? It's, it's crazy to think. But it's just, that's just what's happening. It's like, wow, it's nuts. So, all I have to say about it is, listen, I'm not going to talk about it every day. I don't want to. I really don't want to talk about this stupid shit every day. It doesn't really affect me. They sit there on the Discords and, be fucking losers. They could be losers. I can't stop them from being life losers and not understanding that they're wasting their lives. Okay, I just can't. But if it does pop up in a line of discussion, if so, I just happen to see it, I might talk about it from time to time, but I'm not going to be bringing it up every day or anything. More people tried to reach out to me and said, here's another server. I'm like, I don't really care. I don't want to talk about this every day on my show. There probably is 20 servers, right? Seriously, with the amount of detractors that I have, there's probably 20, 30 fucking servers for a bunch of losers all doing it. I don't care about all of them. It's not that serious of a situation where I need to know about every single detractor talking on a Discord, nor do I need to expose it.
And guess what, guys? The very next day, DSP said that the secret detractor servers are no longer all that serious, according to Phil. And what this whole thing is just him drama farming so he can make clips, so he can get views. The thing he refused to do in the past, said he's not about the drama, Mr. Drama. Because he's trying to appeal more and more to Kino and less to his core audience. Then DSP has a new tip goal reward. If you give him a $100 tip, he will change the lights on his RGB strip to flashing. That's right, flashing mode. The lights will flash. What could be wrong with this? And then Jade asked DSP not to flash the lights because he won't like it, which I'm assuming means he's gonna have a seizure. DSP says it'll be okay, it'll only be for a short time. So I think that's DSP's way to say fuck you to Jade. Then guess what, guys? Cat's in the doghouse because she over-seasoned the turkey meatloaf with too much garlic. But she did tell DSP that next time she will get it right. I'll let you read into that however you like. Then we have this video. A bad but obvious joke goes right over Phil's head.
I received a $20 tip from Control, C-O-N-N Troll. Random tip of the day message. What do you call a troll that's been caught? Control. What do you call a troll that's been caught? Control? What? They're a con, like a convicted felon, and they're a troll, so they're a con troll? What a great joke! Thank you so very much for the $20 contribution. I don't think I could have made a better joke. I don't think I could possibly come up with anything better than that. I really appreciate that $20. Thank you so very much. Okay, let's...
Then we have this from Mr. Views. I'm loving what's going on. Casey and their fans are giving Phil such an ego boost, he's starting to feel comfortable without his mask. The true DSP is showing more and more, and it shows that this changed Phil has all been for the camera as not to get banned. Then the revenue officer adds on to that, and look what it took. Being given money. Income is the sole metric by which Phil determines if he's getting away with being a POS. Except it amounts to nothing. Once bad PR reminds him of the world outside the illusion that Casey decided to create. Then DSP went on to question his brand new PC that he just got. How long his new gaming PC will last before he has to upgrade. And then he started playing Stardew Valley, and guess what guys? He said he's done nothing to improve relationships in Stardew Valley and doesn't know if he will ever try. He just wants to focus on his farm. Kinda funny, just like real life. And by farms, he means Hogan's. Then DSP saw a character wearing a vest in-game and says he has the same one, shows it off and wants to wear it so he can match the character in the game. Then DSP started yelling at his audience not to derail his stream with LOLCOW drama. Then ladies and gentlemen, if the delusion couldn't be any bigger, it gets bigger. As DSP is now comparing the vest streak to the Undertaker's WrestleMania streak. Then he went on to attack detractors, saying they made pennies off YouTube. As Next Gen Guy points out, most do this as a hobby and have real jobs that require no begging.
I have one more shout out to do and then we're going to boot the game up. I received a $1 tip from no one. The detractors don't care that your stream gets good support because they're just trying to clip you and get thousands of views. The only reason they troll you is for money, nothing else. Yeah, but the point is I'm making more money than that. Don't they understand that? Like, you have to understand something. I'm crushing all of my goals. Already today, we haven't booted the game yet. $226, almost $100 to super chats, multiple memberships. Plus, I'm monetizing the stream. Plus, I'm monetizing the videos after the fact. I'm making triple what they're making. They're clipping shit for pennies. Trying to make by a fucking YouTube ad revenue? What are you, stupid? YouTube ad revenue is a pittance. A fucking pittance. That's why you live stream. Wow. What a bunch of idiots. I mean, they are really, really stupid, huh?
But remember guys, he wants the engagements on the videos. He wants you to thumb them up, he wants you to like them, he wants you to watch them. And remember on his throwback channel, a lot of work goes into those videos, dudes. So you need to support me, dudes. Fill up the king's coffer. And then DSP decided to gin tweet. He says, I promise you all that the level 1 podcast I will broadcast today will be my best so far. And you don't want to miss it live if you can help it. Let's destroy all expectations. I even wrote notes so I don't forget anything. See you then. Now keep in mind, he does want to overpromise and underdeliver. And then he goes on to say this. What a day we have in store for Friday. A loaded podcast featuring Keemstar, Muda, and Duty updates. Plus my fully evolved streaming setup. Then it's more Black Myth Wukong and Return of Dalsim in Street Fighter 6. See you in the morning for the start of a long, fun week. And you know he's gonna crap all over Keemstar. He's gonna show sympathy for Mutahur. And he's gonna rag all over Duty. But then again, it's just gonna give Duty more content. So if you guys like that, click that like, share the video, leave a comment below, hit subscribe, subscribe to my other channels on the details of the end cards. And as always, I love each and every one of you. Hope you're all safe, healthy, and happy. Peace and love.